What you're seeing is a beer can jet engine starting up, and it's simply running on rubbing alcohol. We're filming this at night so you could see it, and we've been running 5 minutes on just a little bit of alcohol. At this point we've been running 7 minutes on a tablespoonful of alcohol. If you listen hard, you can hear the engine working. It's drawing air in through the holes. Up here, these are our burner can holes. "10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, and we're just starting to run out of fuel. As you can see, the fuel is burning around the air holes. Very little burning when the wafer inside. Alright, this is how we made our engine. Let's make our engine. I'm just going to cut the top out. Now I'm just going to determine about 3/4, and the actual measurement would be 5/8 of the way up, where I need to start forming. And I'm going to start forming right around this bell curve here, because generally it's going to cave in right back to about the middle. And by doing that, I'm going to get those nice curves where I can make my knife slits pointing up. Now I tell you, this isn't rocket science, but it is rocket science. We've got our venturi right now located 5/8 to 3/4 of the way up the can. We've got our burner area right in here, okay? And now we need to keep the reaction going. We're going to put our big holes, our air holes, down here just slightly above where the fuel's going to be, and we're going to just put in 4 knife slits right here pointed up, okay? And as the air's being drawn in, it's going to come up into our burner area. The additional air will superheat that, keep our reaction coming out the top, and you'll get that spectacular look that we saw last night. Alright, now I've cut my holes in the bottom. The more air you can get through here, the better off you are. And I've made my slits in the top. Again, I'm running my knife blade up to make sure that that metal inside is pointing up. Alright, so that when the air comes in, it's going in this direction already. Alright, now we need to put our fuel in, and for that I've cut a wafer. This is my fuel cell, and the only thing the wafer has to be is small enough to where it doesn't cut or cover the holes. Alright, and our actual engine working is going to be up here in this area. Toward the time when our wafer runs out of fuel, we'll get a burn, usually just on the very top of this before it runs out, and that's kind of your proof that your reaction is coming up from here. You can use this wafer over and over and over. You can stuff it down here with pine straw or sticks, anything you like. Okay, as long as you can get it lit, it'll work. Do not use explosives like gasoline though, because you're going to get quite a nasty surprise. And as for alcohol, the 90% works a whole lot better than the 70%, because the 70% is 30% water. And what happens is, as this is converting the fuel to heat, the water cooks out of it because the can gets hot. As the water cooks out of it, it comes down here and it'll start popping, and you can get some nasty burns from the water that's coming, popping out of the can here. So use the purest alcohol you can get in isopropyl, and that's generally That's the 90%. Now if you're looking to do some traditional cooking with it and you need it to burn for a long time, you can take a single piece of charcoal, work it down in here, and cover it with lighter fluid and get it lit. And that reaction, it'll burn for about 3 hours on a single piece of charcoal.